Hey everyone, welcome back to another episode. It is Magdalena, and in today's episode, I'm going to be giving you 7 secrets for faster dog grooming. If you are a new groomer and you are feeling frustrated, confused, and you feel like you are not gaining any speed whatsoever in your dog grooming, and you want to be able to groom more dogs, you are in the right place. Before we get started, I just wanted to mention that we are on the road to 1,000 subscribers, and if you're watching this video and you are looking for more dog grooming content, tips, and tricks for dog groomers and pet parents, please subscribe to my channel and turn that like button blue. And if you are a new dog groomer, please comment down below what exactly it is that you are frustrated with, and maybe I can help you out. Okay, so tip number 1 is to utilize your surroundings and social media. Now, what I mean by surroundings is your coworkers or your managers or whoever is guiding you at this time, because assuming you are a new groomer, you are not working alone. I hope you're not working alone, but if you are, maybe you can still learn from this video or from this tip. Not all groomers are going to be comfortable with this, but ask if you can watch them groom, because assuming that your coworkers have more experience than you, they are going to know a little bit more than you do. Ask them if you can watch them groom half a dog, ask them if you can watch them groom a face, or something in particular that you are struggling with, like feet. I know a lot of groomers struggle with toes showing when they are grooming the feet, so that is definitely something you can ask them, and hopefully they feel comfortable enough to help you. Something that the manager at my first place of work did is she would do one side and then I would do the other side. So for instance, she would do half the face for me on a dog and then I would have to do the other side of the face, or she would do the left leg and then I would do the right leg, and that really helped me kind of give me an idea of what I was going for. The best way I learned is to watch and then do and then repeat. So once you've utilized your surroundings, you can also use social media. And if you are grooming by yourself and you are alone, social media is going to be your best friend in this situation. While social media is free, a lot of groomers aren't really posting free information. I am posting a bunch of free information on this channel, of course, because I just want to help people, because I know what the struggle feels like and I know what it's like to feel lost and confused, and a lot of newer dog groomers aren't making that much money to be paying for webinars or seminars that cost anywhere from $80 to $100. Some of the free content that I have on this page is the perfect blowout, golden grooming basics, basics of dog grooming, and grooming a semi-aggressive dog, which I will link all in the description below, and I'll leave cards up top if you guys just want to click those and watch those videos and come back and do whatever you want. All these videos will be here for free on this channel. And then after that, your best bet is to go to some of the Facebook grooming groups. There are thousands of groomers in those grooming groups, and you can literally take a picture of your grooming, post it on there, and be like, hey guys, I need help with X. Can you give me some advice? And dog groomers all around the world, all over the United States, will literally nitpick your grooming, critique it, and they'll give you some brutal, honest advice. So just be prepared for the brutal honesty. And some of those groups include pro groomer tips and tricks, groomers uplifting groomers, professional pet groomers, and groomers continuing education. And a new groomer group that my coworker created on Facebook is called Grooming with the Dark and Twisties. And basically what this groomer group is, it's not really about critiquing work or anything like that. It's basically letting your feelings out, and you can anonymously post stuff about how you're feeling and just kind of rant without having to expose who you are, and groomers on there will help you out, and it's a really great way to kind of let it all out to other people who will understand what you're talking about. Because yes, we can talk to our loved ones and whoever we have at home about what's going on at work and the frustrations you're feeling, but no one else is going to get your frustration like someone else in your field. Once you've gotten into the groomer groups and you're like, okay, well, this is all great and all, but I want to watch some webinars, you can follow some of these Instagram profiles on Instagram, and occasionally these people will do some webinars that range from anywhere from 60 to like $80. I don't think they have a set schedule, but usually they'll do random webinars here and there. and a grooming website that you can actually subscribe to, which I think is about $33 a month or so. And they literally have done probably every breed you can think of. They've done spaniels, they've done poodles, definitely poodles in different clips, clean feet, clean face. They really go into specifics on there and about proper trims and lines and techniques, and they literally get into it. And they are two highly skilled groomers, �12💨 and 𝕊𝕬𝕐. I know a ton of people are subscribed to that, and it has helped me personally as well, just kind of get down to the nitty-gritty. So if you haven't noticed from watching a lot of dog groomers online or your coworkers, whatever it may be, they all usually have a routine. And what a routine will do is it'll help you not to forget to do the small things, like maybe one nail on the left foot, or one ear, or one paw pad, or the sanitary, whatever it may be. It'll help you to not forget certain things. And also, jumping around the dog kind of wastes time, especially when you have brushed out a dog, or you think you've brushed it out and you haven't run your comb through it, and you missed a tangle over here and you missed a tangle over there, so I gotta go get my brush again, and I gotta put down the scissors, or gotta put down the clipper because I can't get my clipper through because there's a tangle, and you have to keep going back and forth. It'll help you save time. Having a routine helps you save time because you know that you have to do this, 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 and this. I'll just give you a general idea of my routine, and it'll be different for every set of dogs that I have. Usually my day will start with 3 dogs in the morning, and then 4 hours later I get a 30-minute break, and then I get another set of dogs for 4 hours, usually being anywhere from 3 to 4. My general routine is, if I have no matted dogs and I know that I don't have to do like a pre-shave, or no one's getting shaved down, everyone will get washed first. It's very debatable whether or not you should be washing a dog first or prepping first, to prep or not to prep. But I personally like to get everyone in the tub, get everyone in kennel dryers, blow dry whoever is curly coated first. Then once my most curliest dog has been blow dried, I go in and make sure that no one else needs a little bit of blow drying, because I feel like if you let a dog dry all the way in the kennel, the hair can come out kinky, which I'll talk about later on in our bonus tip. Usually everyone will get bathed, blow dried a little bit depending on the coat type, and then once my first dog is ready to, go and ready to get their hair cut, put them on the table. Other dogs are kennel drying while I'm doing this dog. Usually I'll do the brush out. I do the brush out first because it's the easiest thing, I think, in my opinion, if the dog likes brushing. It's easier than the nails, I'll say that. So brush out first, run your comb through, make sure all the mats are out because no one wants to stop in the middle of the haircut for some mats. Nails, paw pads, sanitary, and then I'll start doing my clipper work, including the head. So I'll do the body and the head. I know some groomers like to wait till the end, like once they get to the head, to clipper the head, but I like to do the body and the head all in one go. The tail, if I need to clipper the tail, usually it's a hand scissor tail. And then after I've done my clipper work, I'll do all 4 feet. I know some groomers like to do a foot, the leg, the belly, and then the front foot, leg, and then they go around the dog very slowly. I usually make a couple rounds just to get everything out of the way. I'll usually do all 4, sorry, my lips are like kind of chapped. I don't know if you guys have noticed, but usually I'll do all 4 feet so I don't have to pick up the feet, because I don't really like picking up the feet like throughout the whole groom, because some dogs don't like their feet to be touched, so I just like to get that over with. And then once all the feet are done, I like to do the legs, go around the dog, and then of course the belly, like in between, like I'll do the leg and then scissor the undercarriage, and then the front leg, and then go to the other side and do the back leg, feet, legs, and then the tail before I go to the head, because I used to always forget to do the tail. So I just do the tail, get it over with, because it's in the back. And usually by the time I finish the head, I just want to be done with the dog. Like I just want to move on to the next thing, because for me personally, doing the head on a dog is kind of the most stressful, and by the time I'm finished, I just want to be finished. Before I get started on the head, once I'm done trimming the tail, I'll do the ears really quick. And I put the ears towards the end of the grooming because I feel like a lot of dogs hate their ears being done. And I just don't like ear cleaning. It's not really fun for me. It's probably the grossest part of the entire grooming process, because a lot of the doodles and poodles and Portuguese water dogs will have really, really disgusting ears. So I save it for as close to last as possible, and then I will finish the head. Yeah, that's my routine, and I can usually get a haircut done within about 45 minutes to an hour, depending on the dog. Number 3 is organization. So being a new groomer is really confusing, discombobulating, frustrating. I've definitely had moments where I wanted to cry, but nothing feels worse than getting your dog up on the table and you're getting started and you can't find anything that you need. You can't find your brush, your comb, it's way in the back, it fell off the table. You don't even know what the dog is getting done. Organization is so important to me because I don't like to leave the dog unattended or keep my eyes and hands off the dog for too long trying to get to a piece of equipment. If I need my comb, right there. If I need this scissor, right there. If I need nail clippers, right there. Everything should be within arm's reach when you are grooming a dog. So if your station is disorganized and everything's kind of cluttered and messy and you have to shift through a bunch of stuff to get one thing, that could lead to stress as well. I usually like to reset my station between each dog, clean whatever I need to clean before I put the next dog on the table, and usually I can, get what I need in less than 10 seconds. Mess actually makes me super anxious. 4, time yourself. Time yourself without moving any faster than you currently are. Figure out what pace you're at right now and then set realistic goals for yourself. If it's taking you 15 minutes to do clipper work on a dog's body and head, try to bring it down to maybe like 10. And then maybe next week we can do 8. When you are timing yourself and you are trying to move faster while you're timing yourself, this will allow you to kind of get your body going and to kind of get you a little bit more motivated to meet a certain goal. I don't know about you, but when I have a goal to meet, I'm usually a little bit more motivated to move faster. Dog grooming is a very time-oriented profession, so if you are spending way too much time on a certain area or going scissor crazy, just leave it alone and come back. I know that goes against my rules about having a routine, but just leave it and come back to it because you may be looking at it too hard and you just need to leave it alone, go do something else and come back to it. And that leads me straight to number 5, is to take a step back or set the dog down on the floor. Things tend to look very different from up close, and that goes for things like my makeup. Like right here, it looks all right, but up close or in real life, it may not look as great as it does here. If you have spent an X amount of time doing something and you're getting frustrated and you may be going a little scissor crazy, just take a deep breath, step back, or put the dog on the floor and allow yourself to see the bigger picture. This may allow you to actually see what really needs to be fixed on the dog. I found that setting the dog on the floor gives me a different perspective of the haircut, probably from the pet parent's perspective. That's why I like putting them on the floor so much instead of just taking a step back. I like to see the haircut move around and how it will actually function once they leave the salon. And sometimes I'll be like, okay, that top knot is way too big. Like it was perfect on the table because they were standing still, but now they're moving around and it kind of looks like it's doing this. So let's trim it a little bit more. Ooh, we're almost there, guys. Number 6, practice, 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 and patience. Patience and practice. Practice and patience. Number 6. Be patient with yourself. Nothing is learned overnight, especially a skill like this. So you're gonna need to build your muscle memory, and that is not gonna happen overnight. Again, building your muscle memory is gonna take practice and patience. I think it took me a little over a year to really feel comfortable grooming on my own without having to ask too many questions. And even at that point, I was doing very basic haircuts. Like I was doing shave downs and like short round faces. I wasn't doing any like breed trims or anything like that. So be patient with yourself. Everyone learns at a different pace. We are all different. If you ask your coworker how long it took them and they say 6 months and I just said it took me a year, we're all very different in our learning pace. I want to throw in a bonus tip here because I feel like practice and patience should definitely be, I made it the last one just so it would kind of stick in your head more because That's really what it takes, is just practice and patience. It's just gonna take time. Dog groomers don't get paid as much as we do because we learned this overnight. So that leads me to my bonus tip. Tip number 7. It is fact that it is nearly impossible to get a decent haircut if the dog is still dirty and or has kinky hair. Kinky hair or hair that isn't properly fluffed out and lays flat and kind of, kind of like mine right now. Dirty hair actually takes way more time to dry because of the oil and dirt that is still in the hair, so that will affect your timing as well. Dirty hair will not clipper nicely for anything because of the grease and oil. Usually it'll just kind of lay flat and it'll still look wet even though it's not, and it just won't look clean and it won't look nice, and you don't want to put that type of work out there. And that means if dirty hair won't clipper nicely, that means dirty hair will not scissor nicely either. Hair that isn't blow dried properly won't scissor or clipper properly, and it'll take you even longer to get a finished look. So, I mean, if we're talking about like a 𝕉𝕬𝕝𝕉 that is meant to look curly and messy, then by all means, but in most cases we are trying to fluff out a dog to get an even, smooth haircut. If you want to check out how to properly blow dry a dog, I did actually do a video on that a couple months ago with Frankie, the Woodle. He's so sweet. I miss him. He was from my last job and he was such a good boy. I really miss him. Hi Frankie, if you're watching, Frankie's parents. I will link the video up here in the corner for how to properly blow dry a dog, and I will also link it in the description below because there is actually a certain way to blow dry dogs in order to get the best outcome or the best floof. I haven't done an in-depth video on how to properly bathe a dog, but if you guys are interested in that, please comment in the comment section below and I will try my best to abide by your requests. That's all I have for you guys today. I hope all the new groomers watching this video or groomers looking to get into grooming or about to go to grooming school have learned something from this video and you can take something away from it and utilize it in your everyday grooming life. I hope that is something that I have done for you guys because I understand the frustration and I understand how it can feel to not know how to do something, but the answer is literally right in front of you. If there are any tips and tricks that I have missed on how to gain speed or groom faster, please leave that down in the comment section below because it may be something that I can even benefit from, or anyone else watching this video. That would be great. If you liked today's video, please hit that like button and subscribe to my channel for more grooming tips and tricks. If you have a private question or concern, please feel free to reach out to me on my Instagram or on my website. This is a safe space because it's just you, me, and the dogs. I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye!